Today, from San Antonio, Texas, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Antonio Express taking on the Chicago Blues.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins 5. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards remain for second down. To throw Mariota. He finds Robinson. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful. And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes blitz coming, and down he goes. Xavier McKinney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there. Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Mariota looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mariota now. That's complete to Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Mariota. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Express take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's caught, Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A handoff to Fournette, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Express have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the run, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw here. Right side caught by Jackson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Hearns left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Running left, it's Fournette. Uses the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. On play action, Mariota. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 5, here's second and 2.
Mariota to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. Again, it's Mariota. Toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Express are able to extend their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Robinson.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mariota on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Mariota's throw taken in by Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Completes it to Hearns. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend.
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down. and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's caught by Jackson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First down, Mariota. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, Mariota. Hearns brings it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To the air again, Mariota.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mariota now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Fournette. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Express are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
To throw, Kaepernick. He's got Smith here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Kaepernick now on 1st down.
Goes right back to Smith again.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Kaepernick.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Kaepernick again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. Over the middle to Smith. And he's gonna have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's gonna have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Now Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. It's caught by Jackson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Kaepernick going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 one final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And he's got this down to the 35. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.